Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'd like to welcome y'all to the overnight price action for. I didn't set up my IG. The overnight price action for 4/18/2023. I did not set up my IG. Did not set up my IG. Feel like I might have to pee. We probably won't be on here long. Oh, we got some divergence going on. I'm so tired of this choppy divergence field market. The market has a lack of symmetry. The market has had a lack of symmetry for a while now. If you do not know, we've been talking about this for a while. And the market has had a lack of symmetry for a minute now. So it's been a lot of sideways action. Go to YouTube. If I can spell right. Man, it's so difficult trying to do stuff with one hand. Pen. Okay. Good morning, everybody. If this is your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, please allow moi to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in, I still want to say welcome and give you a nice hearty thank you for always tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, hanging out with me. My homeboy back here over my shoulder there, Spidey, my sweetie back there in the corner. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every day, Monday through Friday, twice a day. Once at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, once at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and I talk about the price action, dealing with S&P 500. Why do I do this? Because I want to help somebody like you get your aha moment. And I would just appreciate it if you subscribe. We're almost to the 2,500. We're getting close. We're a little over 2,400 now, just barely poked over. So a little less than 100 people, and we're going to be at the 2,500. Why is that 2,500 so important? I don't know. It's just something I said, and I wanted to hit it, and we're going to hit it eventually. Speaking of hit it, there's a link in the description for Apex prop firm. If you're interested, and maybe, if you're interested in trading prop firms and you're considering Apex, I'll be it'll be appreciated if you would use my link to sign up for it. It's a affiliate link, so you get a small portion of whatever you sign up for. Right now they're running 90% off. That link is a 50% off link. That's what they tell me. But use that link and then just change the code to save 90, because right now they're giving a 90% off for all of their funded challenges. So if you're interested in using Apex, have at it. Click the link in the description below. It helps me a tad bit, and I thank you. Let's see who in the chat today. Here to learn and share up first, of course. Good morning to you. The birds are chirping. They were a little chilly today, but they're chirping. What's up, Rhonda Green? The early bird catches the worm. Yeah, she do. Popped in. She was in at 8 o'clock. I released a video early today. 8 o'clock. She probably ain't even in here right now. She just come in just to be first in the chat. What's going on, FC? What's up, Laverne? What's up, Pamela? What's cracking, Lil Hawk? What's going on, Connie? Connie, more money, my banana, oh honey, B5 for funny. Connie, what's up, Mendez? What's happening, Seawalk? What's going on, Hines? Yo, what's up, Valdez? Buenos dias, Valdez. What's going on, Max? Hey, Max, did you ever figure that thing out? Hey, is anybody having issues with seeing the members only content? Max, did you ever figure that out? I went and looked at it. It said you was a black spider. I don't know why it was saying that. Has anybody had any issues with seeing the members only content that they're supposed to be able to see? Really here. What's up, DeAndre? What's going on? What's good, my guy? Hey man, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Y'all, let's get into it. Let me share my screen. That would be Ninja Trader, because that's what I be trading on. Let me open up Trading View. Open up Trading View. Open up Trading View. Open up Trading View. Let's see what we have marked. What we have marked indeed. Okay. Last night, this is what I had on my chart. This right here is leftover. This 5-minute fair value gap there. Let me make sure y'all can see me. Yes, y'all can. This 5-minute fair value gap here is left over from yesterday. I'm going to leave that on my chart for the rest of the week, because that is the very first fair value gap that we made within the first 30 minutes of the day on Monday. So I'm going to leave that on my chart throughout the rest of the week, in case we decide we want to revisit that. That coincides with afternoon hourly fair value gap that we never came back to. So that's the very first fair value gap that we made on Monday within the first 30 minutes of the day. And then it coincides with the hourly fair value gap that we made in the afternoon that we never came back to. So I'm leaving that on my chart. Marked out is 15-minute breaker right here. Oh, excuse me. It lines up with this hourly breaker right there. And it lines up with the new week opening gap right there. All of them right there together. Line up together, right? So last night, oh yeah, and this is 1 minute busy, right? I got the consequent encroachment of a 1 minute busy. Mark that right here. This 41 72.50. That's consequent encroachment of a 2.25 point 2.25 point busy from the 350 candle, right? That's what that is right there, right? Shout out Lil Hawk for when we was talking about it one day. I was like, hey, I'm gonna start adding the size of the busy so I know how big it is, right? Interesting fact, right? Interesting fact. When you learn to trust the process, you can do like overnight trades with a small amount of leverage. Might add you small amount of leverage where you scope out the chart, you mark up the chart like I do here, right? Like I did here, mark up the chart like I did here, and theoretically, someone could have put a limit order to buy once we took out this sell side and came down back into this this breaker and this new week opening gap and back into this 1 minute busy right here at set a limit order to buy at 41.72.50 right there. And because you marked out the sell side, you marked out the buy side, you see that we just took out buy side here, left a fair value gap in the wake, right? All of this down here is a potential balance price range, right? Everything here, all of this here is a potential balance price range. I think we may have spoken about stuff like this already. I think we may have talked about stuff like this already, right? I mean, yeah, we did, because we're talking about this wick. Then you come back down to the, because since that's a really high wick right there, you can come back down to the body, but all of that is a balance price. We talked about this last night, I think. I really do think we talked about that. And then this right here, this is the counter here when we left. that balanced price range right there. So with that breaker, the new week opening gap, that BISI, all of that lining up, theoretically, somebody theoretically could have placed a limit order at 41 72.50, right? At around 9-10 o'clock last night, and just put on a small amount of leverage, because you're not there to watch the trade, and you don't know what can happen, but you trust the process and you believe that you can get a little nibble out of there, and you would have come back this morning wishing you would have put on more leverage, but at the end of the day you would have gotten picked up by this trade and taken one tick of 2 ticks of heat, taking 2 ticks of heat, and then hit your whatever your destination could have been, for your trade. And even if your destination was all the way up here to this high, you would have came back this morning, thinking like, man, I wish I would have put on more leverage. But you're always going to wish you've put on more. It's not about how much you put on. It's about, understanding the concepts and trusting the process and executing, not hesitating. So theoretically, somebody could have done that. And, because they already mapped out everything, and then they trust the process. And this is just one of the times where it would have worked out for them, because they understand that, until the market goes and take care of some business, right, it probably not going to come back down into this balanced price range. And the business that this balanced price range wants to take care of is very unlikely to be right there to that high. Because why? We've already taken that high right there. We took that high when we left this balanced price range. So the business is somewhere else. You understand that, and okay, I'm not looking for it to come back down here right now, because we just left this balanced price range, right? Taking out this buy side liquidity there. So now we're pulling back into some clues that it doesn't want to go lower. We're pulling back into a breaker. We got an hourly breaker. We got a 15-minute breaker. We got a new week opening gap. We're above the new week opening gap. So we're expecting the new week opening gap to act as support. It's a lot. Oh, wait a minute. I can't believe y'all got me sitting up here talking about this price action, and we did not go over here and holler at our friend Spilene. How can y'all do this to me? How can y'all do this I am so upset right now. If you don't know who Spilene is, Spilene, turn your attention to that side of the screen over there, that far side of the screen over there. Spilene is the SPY, the ETF that tracks the performance of the S&P 500. Around here, we call it Spilene. We even wrote a song for it. You want to hear it? If you know the lyrics, sing it with me. If you don't know the lyrics, just listen up. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, sing it with me. Spilene, where you at, baby? Here I go. Hey, how you doing? I'm glad that you came through. Oh, Spilene, girl, what you about to do? Spilene about to gap up, gap up. Spilene about to gap up. That is about $1 and a lot. It's $1 and some change. It's less than $2, more than $1. Because $1 would be $414.94, and then that's 49 cents right now, I think, if my math is mathing. So about $1.50 gap up on Spilene. That's gapping up above yesterday's buy side liquidity. We have already made a new high on Tuesday. So can this be a run on liquidity to sell off the rest of the week? And when the market is trading symmetrically, it's common to make a high on Tuesday and then sell off throughout the week, expand on like either Wednesday and Thursday or Thursday and Friday to the downside. It's common when the market is trading symmetrical. But if you look to This panel over here, you see the market is not trading in a symmetrical way, right? Because we got heavy divergence. We've been having heavy divergence every day. Look at the Dow. Look at the Dow over the last few hours, right? The Dow is dying. The ES is consolidating slightly up, and then the NQ is moving slightly up. So it's like over the last 1, 2, 3, about 3.5 hours, we've been having some crazy well, we actually was having divergence all night because the NQ was kind of straightened down while the Dow was consolidating, and the ES was like the redheaded stepchild in the middle. And then when the NQ started taking off, all of them was trading together. But then all of a sudden, the Dow at 8 o'clock, at 7 o'clock, between 7 and 8 o'clock, because when this candle opened up, it didn't even try to go up. So from 7 o'clock on, from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, the Dow just said, forget it. Never even tried to go up. The open and the high on that candle is 1 point apart on the Dow for the 8 o'clock candle, 7 o'clock candle for Trading View. Now let's get back over here to the what's the name? Let's get back over here. What's up? What's going on? I see some more people done pulled up. I see a lot of people done pulled up. Trey done pulled up. Sonia, Angela, E-Rock, Marcia, Father of Legends, Sanjay. What's going on? What's up, Thomas? Hey, CZ. I'm watching you. You was on here yesterday, sounding real scamish. You sounded real scamish. Don't come through with the scam foolishness now. I got my eyes on you now. Where we was at? What we was talking about over here? Let's break down the price action real quick. See what the thing. I was talking about how you could trust the process, right? You could trust the process, and theoretically, somebody could have placed a limit order right here at 41.7205 last night. You know, around about 9:30, 10 o'clock. After seeing what the market was doing right here, after seeing the market take out this buy side liquidity above the 720 candle, take out the buy side liquidity above 41.7750, and then pull back down into this fair value gap right there, and then notice, you know, a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, unwillingness of the dollar to just give up the ghost and drop, and then, you know, be like, hey, look here, let me see what's going on down here when we pull back into this order block over here, right? Got this little 5-minute order block over there. We got a little order block over here. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. Let me see what goes on when we pull back into that right there. You know, you could trust the process. Now, let's get into the overnight price action. We where do we close? Right here. So after the closure, we pulled back down. We again, toward the end of the day, y'all know we went up and we took out the buy side liquidity toward the end of the day, right? Then we pulled back down at around these 5-minute candles. So we pulled back down in the 5 o'clock hour. Then at 6 o'clock, we opened up and just kind of consolidated for a little bit, right? We was just consolidating after opening up at 6 o'clock. Yes, we were just consolidating some after opening up at 6 o'clock. Then I marked out the buy side above the 410 candle at 41.8050. And then I marked out the sell side below the 855 candle at 41.7375. And then we pushed up, took out the short-term buy side, pulled back down into a 5-minute BISI. The BISI is at the 935 candle. And we continued to dilly-dally, right? After pulling back into that BISI, we continued to dilly-dally, failed to get back above the high that we had just made, the short-term high we had just made, pulled back down onto the top of the new week opening gap at 1140, skated across the top of the new week opening gap. Oh yeah, back before we did that, before we took off, we came down the low that we had set for like from 8:15 up until 9:15. So an hour we skated across the top of the new week opening gap for like an hour last night from 8:15 to 9:15. Then we came back to the new week opening gap again at 11:35, skated across the top of that up until 12:35, where we pushed down, taking out the sell side liquidity up under the consolidation of the night, getting down into that that breaker and that 5-minute BISI, the 5-minute BISI made by the 350 candle. And then we took off, took out the sell side, took off immediately, went back to the buy side. You can see the delivery was made, hence the long wick right there, right? So we took out sell side, went up there, delivered to the buy side. And that was done on the 215 candle this morning, just before the London open. Once the London opened, we consolidated for a while, pulled back down, pulled back down into the range of the consolidation again, the top end of the consolidation into this down close candle right here, right? And wicked up off of it. Got a break in market structure to the upside, taking out the buy side liquidity one more time, right? Pulled back down into this fair value gap made by the 405 candle. Didn't quite get into the 5-minute volume imbalance. It was halted by this breaker here. We have a breaker. Now, when it comes to like situations like this right here, right, where we got this move here making the high and coming down and breaking the low, but it's within this consolidation, what I typically would do, right, is I would look at all the candles in that consolidation, right? And since this candle right here has the highest up close body, then I would pick that as the breaker. That would be my breaker because it has the highest up close body right there, right? That would be my breaker. Now, if all of the bodies were like, let's say all of the bodies, like these bodies over here was lower than this candle. Well, they was pretty much even, right? But this last candle right here had a longer wick, right? Or if they would all the bodies was even, then I would just come to the last candle and make that my breaker right there, right? But since this candle got a higher up close body and it's all in the same little consolidation area, right? Pretty much I just picked the one with the highest up close body to be my breaker, right? So I hope I ain't confused nobody, because the bodies tell the story, the wicks do the damage. So if it's got a higher up close body and it's in the same area right there, I picked the one with the highest up close body, right? So it came back into the breaker and fair value gap at 425, and then we took off again, right? Taking out the buy side once again, pulled back down into the top fair value gap and didn't come back down to the two fair value gaps prior to it. Took off again, running the buy side once again. This time we just slid to the side and kept going up. Then we pulled back down into this order block past the fair value gap, but we pulled down into the order block, and then we took off again, taking out the buy side once again. And then we've just been consolidating, pushed up one more time, and now we're starting to push back down, right? Starting to push back down. We have the Dow is looking very heavy. So if we get a break in market structure here, if we get a break in market structure right there, and the dollar is showing strength, If we get a break in market structure there and the dollar is showing strength like it is right now, right? The dollar showing strength, we get a break in market structure there. I don't see anything over here as far as imbalances. Yeah, there's no imbalances over there for me yet on the 5 minute. But we get a break in market structure there. I'll be looking for, and the dollar still showing strength. I'll be looking for quick little scalp short. And the reason why I say scalp is because we got divergence going on right now. Like the market, it's not symmetrical. So I wouldn't be looking for like no long runs. Like get in, get out, and Bob's your uncle. No scamming, man. I'm an ICT student. NN butchered my name. LOL. Oh, and you butchered my name. I don't know how you spell it phonetically. Spell it phonetically. Okay, do this right here. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Do this. Click on that link. CZ. Click on that link right there and pull up and tell me how to say your name. CZ. See, because you said CZ, but you put that Y on the end. So that's CZE. See, hey. And see, you spell it. Look how you messing with me, man. It says SEEEYZEE, and then you spelled it phonetically SEE. Then you put ZEEY. C. You put the Y in a different spot. CZ. Okay, then. The market about to open up. That's it, man. That's all I got. That's all I got, man. 27 minutes. We did pretty good, man. We stayed within the 30-minute window. Hopefully I was able to break the price action down in a concise manner. We're I don't know, I lost my train of thought just now. I'm sorry. I totally lost my train of thought. What's up, Michelle Tucker? Hey, do anybody got anything before I call it? Do anybody got anything before I call it? We just tap below that low. We just tap below that low. The Dow is looking really, really weak. The dollar is still showing strength. Do anybody got yes, thank you, Michelle. Hit the like button. And again, if you are interested in maybe trying to become a funded trader, looking into prop firms, I got an affiliate link in the link below for Apex. That's the prop firm that I chose. I'm not sponsored by Apex, but I got affiliate link. We dumping past that right now. Got affiliate link. If you decide you want to go with Apex, I'll appreciate you using my link. Right now, they got a 90% off sale. That link is for 50%. Just use that link and then change the coupon code to save 90 to get 90% off. But please use my link if you're going to go with Apex. I thank you. Yeah, again, when you trade and be careful, don't try to go for big runs, just take little scalps because the market not trading symmetrically. So it's, you know what I'm saying, it's introducing chop and making it kind of hard to read. Not impossible, but kind of hard to read. So take shorter moves. And so that you don't get chopped out of the trade. Don't get in a situation of where you see the move, you know where it's going to go, you get in, you hold it for too long, get stopped out, and then it goes to where you want it to go anyway. Do anybody got anything else? Anything before I go? If not, that's it. 30 minutes, man. We did it. 30 minutes on the dot today. I appreciate y'all, man. I thank y'all for always tapping in. And I'll see y'all tonight at 6:30 for the price action recap. If you're gonna trade, trade safe. If you're not gonna trade, please take copious notes so you can go back and study what you saw today. See you at 6:30 for the price action recap. Gone, man.